Hi guys, this is Joel with Guitars United here at the Summer NAMM 2015 at the beautiful Music City Center here in Nashville, Tennessee. And we walked by the McPherson booth, and if you guys don't know McPherson, I don't know what to tell you, but we've got Larry here. And Larry, what do you do at McPherson, sir?
I'm the general manager, operations manager for the company, both the McPherson and the Kevin Michael carbon fiber.
And we'll check out the Kevin Michaels, their carbon fiber model he's got kicking now. And so what do you want to say about these, the standard custom models, I should say?
Well, yeah, the McPherson has, about 5 years ago, started the McPherson Custom Guitar Shop, which allows our customers the opportunity to kind of choose what they want, not just in the wood, but also in the inlays, the neck styles, tuner keys, pretty much outside of our 6 patents, which is covered with the sound hole, cantilevered neck, and bracing. As far as, what do you want for a personal custom guitar, we work with them one-on-one. A standard guitar is going to take about 6 months minimum to build because they're pretty much all done by hand. We have one person that makes all the bodies for the customs. So he's really high-level master luthier. Mike Grady is our other luthier, and he does a lot of the custom inlays. This particular model, again, when we do one, it's one of a kind. Even though this is one we made for ourselves with this maple leaf theme.
That's beautiful.
We'll never make another one like it.
Right.
But again, that's what the $20,000 price tag comes with.
I see you got a floating fingerboard there.
Yeah, we have the cantilevered neck, which actually floats off the top of the guitar, giving us a larger surface to resonate, a larger soundboard.
Makes sense.
Same thing with the offset sound hole. Energy travels from the bridge up to the neck through the center of the guitar by moving the hole off to the side. It's a less optimal performing area of the guitar. If you looked at the top, picture it as a trampoline. The center is where you're going to get more energy bouncing, in a sense. Cut the center of the trampoline out, doesn't mean you can't jump on the side, just not as high. I mean, that's kind of a layman's term physics explanation of acoustic guitars. So this particular model, Cocobolo head cap, fingerboard, little maple leaf inlay. Again, all this work is done by hand, 6 month minimum in the making. Pictures behind us here are 1776 guitar, fossilized woolly mammoth tusk, Anchorage, Alaska, all hand scrimshaw done. About 1.5 years to make that guitar.
Wow.
Again, one of a kind. The 4 seasons, 4 guitars with a tree theme going through spring, summer, winter, fall. That series of guitars sold for $100,000. One of a kind pieces. We've been asked many times, I want the fall, I want the spring. Sorry. The person who purchased all 4 of those, that's what he paid for, a one of a kind series of guitars that nobody else has. We have a Picasso reproduction. Again, all these have been sold already. Only make 50 guitars a year by choice, 50 custom pieces. If we do have time between unique custom pieces, we will build in our version, a standard, not a lot of inlay, fancy, just to keep our guys occupied and focused on giving them a rest, if you will, of some of the intricate inlays.
Yeah.
So it's going great for us. We're really happy with how the company's been running. The sales are great. Customers are always great music anyways. It's it's great business. A lot of great people in it.
A lot of great stuff going on. Are you guys going to be using any of the Torify technology coming out soon?
The technology part, we'd rather not talk about a lot of that.
Sure.
There's stuff in the works. New instruments coming at some time down the road, but like Ernest and Julio Gallo, we don't release it until it's time. That's kind of where we want to be on that. We are working on new instruments, but our building capacity for all these customs takes a lot of time, because our builder is the person speaking with the owner of this guitar. They design the inlay, he makes drawings, he emails and calls the new owner. It might take 2 months to get approval on one inlay. But that's who we are, that's what they are paying for, one-on-one relationship between the luthier and the custom owner. So it hinders us from just having a production flow of saying, this year let's do a classical, let's do a parlor, let's do whatever.
No catalog.
No catalog.
Yeah.
It's just finding what our customer base really is and working with them. Again, the other side of this, the question from $12,000 to $50,000 guitars, well, why can't you make one affordable? I love the technology, but I can't afford it. We can't make a McPherson cheaper in reality with the overhead. But that's what the Kevin Michael carbon fiber was started for. $2,400 retail, carbon fiber with still the same technology, but it's a totally different instrument.
Yeah.
So,
well, you guys definitely took over that super high-end market, custom builds. I mean, I don't know of many other builders that are renowned. I mean, I'm part of the Luthier, what do they call it? Can't remember. It's out of Oregon or something like that. But what do they call that? It's a school. What do they call it, Josh? I got the Luthery magazine. Anyways, there's a society that is for luthiers. You remember what it's called?
I know who it is. I
can't remember what it is off the top of the head. I'll post the link up on the website. But basically, you don't hear a ton of people out there that have your market. Maybe 5 in the world that I know of.
Yeah, if that.
If that.
There's a very limited people. I mean, but there's great luthiers working for just about every company. And what we didn't want to do, because some of them have worked for us, they come to us wanting to be able to have their dream job of building having a relationship with the actual instrument instead of being a production line. You get to be too big, you have no choice but to change your business plan a little bit. We choose not to get big. This is who we choose to be. We build 4 guitars a month by choice.
I respect that.
And but we make them the most perfect 4 guitars a month we can on that. And by having the relationship from the luthier to the actual end consumer, that's a whole different ballgame, because if it's say a Jake Owen or someone that's going to be on TV with their guitar, or Vince Gill's got many McPherson customs.
Vince.
So our builders will get to sit there watch an award show or the Grand Ole Opry or whatever, and I built that guitar. I built all of it, and that means a whole lot to a guy that doesn't really get the recognition. He's not in the magazines, he's not doing the YouTube new product interviews and things like that. But without those individuals, we aren't who we are. So we got some incredible builders that we get them usually right out of Luthier School. We get a good relationship with some of the schools. Brian Gallup,
I was going to say, what other schools do you like?
It's Red Wing, Minnesota, Southeast Minnesota Technical School.
Very cool.
You wouldn't think a lower cost, if you will, introductory Luthier School would really give you the best builders. However, it's the teachers. So
anywhere you go, right?
We know the teachers. They're master violin makers, mandolin makers that chose to take their skill. They're not looking for huge salaries. Just they have a passion in music, and they're close. They're 3 hours.
That's pretty much like 95% of the people here.
Yeah. So it's the right teacher with the right student. They're close enough where they come to us. They can travel in a few hours to get to us. We look at the instruments they made in school, and obviously, time is an issue when you're a student.
Sure.
And instead of saying, well, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, it's a student guitar compared to a master's guitar that they're looking at.
Yeah.
We don't tell them what's wrong with it. We have them bring it, we do the interview, and then we say, so if time wasn't an issue, if money wasn't an issue, what would you like to do different? And we let them tell us what their frustrations were. To be honest, again, we don't know who these students were. They just come every year. And some are not to the level that most any company would want, but they
need to have their vision corrected or something.
Short-term students that wanted to try something.
Sure.
Okay. We're just looking for the one person. I talked to the teachers. I got these 5 to choose from. Which, your opinion, is the best? Well, they're all good at different levels. So then it turns into Matt McPherson, the owner. He'll come in with the ones that I choose, and he looks at the guitar, and talks to them just briefly, real casual, and he says, well, let me just ask you, what would your dream job be? If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? Well, I'd really like to build airplanes. I'd like to do that. Okay, you're not working here. The right answer is build guitars. That's all. That's the only question Matt wants to know.
Yeah.
Now we have a guy with a passion. When you have the passion, we can teach you the rest. We can't teach passion. So that's really what our builders are, people that we're looking for in the future. And it's even in the Kevin Michael. Though it's a carbon assembly guitar, we mold the pieces, put them together. We finish them daily instead of one every 6 months.
Right.
If it's in our building and it's got our name on it, that passion and the excellence is still there. Price is irrelevant. So it's just finding the right people, and they are out there. lot of people, a lot of great people are just trying to find the right home that they're comfortable in. We have a lot of fun at our place. There's no iron fist. It's, hey guys, this is what we need today. Is there anything you need for us to make this happen?
That sounds super cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun with it, and we're blessed with Matt being our owner. He's had a long business career, and he's had the ups and downs like every business does.
You've been doing it a long time.
He's had a lot of bosses over in his younger part of his career, so he's seen how he doesn't want to be treated. So if he doesn't want it, why would you treat your employees that way?
Yeah. How does somebody go about ordering or getting communication on when they can afford to order one at McPherson? What's the process on that?
We have 28 dealers around the U.S. that carry our product in the non-customized form. They can go through the dealers, or they can get on the McPherson Guitar website. Just click contact us. Emails go directly to me, or they can just call the number there. And this is generally how it goes with a guy that says, I don't want, for $20,000, I don't want anybody touching my guitar. I want to pick my own woods and all that. Absolutely. I will send them pictures of the species that they want, or if they don't know what they want, that's my job, is I have the catalog of all these woods. I know the tonal qualities of them, and what style do you play, what's your body size, your arm length, things like that, because it's going to be a personal piece. They're not going to get rid of this.
That's so cool.
So, how wide do you want the neck? Standard? You want it like a 93 Telecaster. We hand shape all the necks. They're handmade. What do you want? There's no extra charge for this. It's just the same price. We have to build it anyways. Let's build it what you want. A lot of the basics we don't change, but dealing with the customer, we send them the email, the pictures of the wood, with and without a type of a finish, so they can see the grain. Pictures ABC. Which one do you want? If you don't want them, here's another ABC. Same thing with the tops. You choose your own woods. A lot of them just come directly to us, spend the day with us, meet the builders, choose the builder they want, who they already feel comfortable with, swap cell numbers, email addresses, and as your guitar is being built, we take pictures. We will email them pictures, or if they just have a question, let me get Eric, let me get Mike on the phone. They got phones right by all their workstations. Pick it up. This is so-and-so.
How's it going today? How's it going with my guitar today?
How's my baby? That's basically how it goes.
I can imagine.
Can't sleep at night. I'm getting anxious. I want to see it.
We're a mechanical shop, so we do a ton of repairs. And people will call us and be like, "Hey, how's my guitar going?" or something like that. Let's say it's a glue job, and it requires some patience. Yeah. That's what happens. We get a lot of that. It's kind of cool.
That guitar that the individual was playing there, that was a. Could I get that for a second? That was a. This is one of those guitars that I was just mentioning. When we got the guitar finished for him, we noticed a micro crack in the side. I mean, very faint, it's like an eyelash in the finish. But we knew the wood had moved, which does happen certain times of the year living in Wisconsin. We called the owner up, told him what happened. We will never repair a guitar to sell to somebody as new. This guitar is now at the show for people to play. We offered him either a full refund, or we will build you any guitar you want, whether it's the same wood or different wood. That's who we are. We have to maintain that integrity to say you're a custom shop and that you care. I mean, you can talk all day long as a salesperson about product, but it cost me thousands of dollars to make this. And that one little eyelash ripple in the finish or whatever, that we knew something wasn't right. We don't feel it's moral or ethical to take the guy's money knowing something will continue to happen down the road. You can't control exotic wood.
It's going to change.
Shop, it's up to the owner of the guitar to maintain that humidity, but we sell around the world. High humidity in Singapore, 96%.
Yeah.
And we sell to Arizona, 6% or less. So it's up to the individuals, which generally at this level, they know what they want, they know what they're doing.
They'll probably have a custom room built for it.
Yeah.
Like a cigar room.
But, it makes us, in a sense, you feel bad because I just lost thousands of dollars building a guitar that now I have to put more material and labor into another one. However, the customer says, that's why I chose McPherson. I don't have to worry about getting a product that's not exactly what you said. So, it's a 50-50 thing on the human part, the business part.
Yeah.
Of, oh man, but on the other side, we get to bring this to show and let a lot of people enjoy the sound and beauty of this piece.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to get used to a new life, and sometimes they crack.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's who we are as a company. A lot of integrity, a lot of morals and ethics. We do contribute a lot to charities. Again, people say that's, it's a very expensive. Well, it is, but our goal is to help other people also. And we have a foundation that our owner set up for a certain amount of money goes in. It goes to orphanages, things like that, to help other people too. So it's not like, we are hoarding a lot of money for a high-end guitar. It's just the nature of the business, but yet we always like to pay it forward, to others that can't afford a lot of high-end instruments. So maybe I've actually done this many times, call it military chaplains.
Sure.
They can't have a guitar over in Afghanistan, Iran, that sort of thing. They don't have the money, they don't have the room on the plane to ship it there. But yeah, they get a letter from a chaplain, I just want something for the service. Well, I'm not sending them a $10,000 exotic wood. It wouldn't survive, to be honest, 120-degree heat. But I did take some of this slush fund, if you will, run down to our local guitar shop, find a very nice $700 guitar, bring it into our shop, and we tweak it to make it as high-end as we can. Get them a travel case. There you go. Do what we can to help those again.
That's super cool.
But it's not just business. It's music is a family, like everybody here at NAMM.
We do a lot of that. We do a lot of that.
So,
we get attacked.
yeah, we do too. So at times you say, well, don't tell anybody what you do, but on the other side, if you tell someone, then maybe they will get, hey, maybe I should do this.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. It's I can say no to people. You don't like to, but you have to in business. But on the other side, it's also, if everybody helped a little bit, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
But it's got to start somewhere.
I think in general, music dealers and retailers are very giving people.
Absolutely.
Very
I've been
giving.
in other industries.
I know Tom Bedell is.
Yeah, I've been in other industries where, they take care of themselves only. The music world, no matter who they are, Tom, Bob Taylor, all of them.
Bob's the bomb.
Very giving, wonderful people. The whole music industry really is, and I was shocked coming from another world into the music world in 2000, just how non-competitive it is. I've toured, Bob's shop. I've been to Martin and Breedlove and Santa Cruz, all those places. Let them know I'm just in the area. I just want to come by and say hi and see what you guys are doing. And they all receive you in. And I've had some of these guys, hey, we got this new picture. Maybe you can use it. I'll send you one. Things like that. Kerfing or binding clips that we use to put our kerfing on and whatnot. I knew Bob Taylor had some custom made, so I called him up. Hey, can I buy like 300 of these clips from you? So they say Taylor guitars stamped into all of them, but I use them. Who cares? It's the family again.
They have a super innovative scenario going on there.
Yeah.
Did you see that, or have you heard that they're going to start using the Plek machine?
I didn't know that they weren't, to be honest.
Yeah.
We've had a Plek Pro for probably 8 years now.
Really?
And we've used, again, we're using it on the McPhersons for sure. And last month we were able to convert a fixture to the carbon fiber. It's different than the wood, obviously, with the electrical conductivity.
I've been talking with them. I'm trying to get one in my shop.
Yeah.
And if I did that,
They're great.
regionally it would be amazing.
They're
What
great.
would happen?
Yeah.
But gosh, I think
Very
that's
nice people to work with too.
Yeah, I think it's Joe out of
Joe
Chicago.
Glacier
Yeah,
is from Nashville.
is he from Nashville?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other owners are from Berlin.
Yes.
So he's a U.S. representative. and
Yes,
part
sir.
owner of the
He
company.
was the first person to have one back in the late '80s.
Yep.
Yeah, we've talked. He's called me. We've communicated, and so I'm wanting to figure it out. It's $100,000, but it's still super innovative. I think it would pay for itself quickly.
I have customers that come in that'll have a non-Plek McPherson older version from 2001, 2002, and they say, well, could you do it? Well, we always want these guitars to leave, no matter how old they are. If they come in, they're going to leave in showroom condition. They're our customers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We throw it on the Plek machine. We got to do the nut and saddle a little different now and tweak it. And they just, one strum's like, are you kidding me? And we got pretty accurate hand fret work, but the Plek is flawless, really.
Yeah.
That's what you're paying for.
Do most people drive to you to bring the guitars? Because I would hate to send a $20,000 guitar.
A lot of people drive.
Yeah. Shipping a guitar like that would not be fun.
I had a customer a year ago that was from Houston. Now, we're in Sparta, Wisconsin.
Sparta, yeah.
Yeah, we're up closer to Minneapolis.
Okay.
And he said, this is my Field of Dreams trip. Him and his wife they drove for 3 days to order the guitar, just to meet us, to see the woods and whatnot. It was about 8 months because it was kind of complicated what he wanted, some inlays that were pretty unique. So we got the guitar done and came right back up, got his baby. I had another customer where his leadership managing team at his oil company out of Houston wanted him to have a McPherson as a thank you for our success. Again, it's complicated when someone's trying to get a guitar for someone else. You want it to be the right guitar, especially at this level. So we gave them a gift certificate for $8,000. If he wants to go higher, fine. If he wants to go lower, that's fine. And we had talked once he got the certificate. He gets in his private jet, flies up. What's that? $40,000 to fly up to Sparta. He walks in and he says, "Well." And we have a resting room where the guitars rest for 30 days before we do the final setup. Let them acclimate under string tension. He said, "I want this one, I want this one, I want this one." I said, "Well, those are," and they were available. They were pre-sold. But I said, you got a gift certificate for $8,000. This one's $14,000. This one's $14,700, and this one here is a $25,000 Brazilian. "Oh, don't worry about the certificate." I said, "We'll deal with that later." He said, "I want these 3." And then he custom ordered one for it was around another $14,000 with his name on it, all fancy inlays and whatnot.
Apparently he was super successful.
Very successful oil executive. 3 months later, he calls up. He says, "Hey, you remember me?" I said, "I kind of can't forget you. You made my day." And he says, "Well, my neighbor keeps bothering me about my guitar. Can you build another one just like it so I can just give it to him and shut him up?" $14,000? Absolutely, sir. God bless you.
So funny.
So I mean, that's it is a unique customer base, obviously, but they came to us. It's how do you market to people like that are not me and you?
Yeah.
In a sense, I mean, we're the builders, we're the workers that doing this because we love to do it. But there is people that they appreciate the custom, and not just custom build, but the custom service that comes with it. And we love doing it. It's so much fun to meet these people and to see their passion when it's done and they get their guitar. And I had one individual flew all the way over from Sweden, custom ordered his guitar, and him and his wife.
Swedish people.
They flew over and he sat there, and he was a retired gentleman, late 60s. I gave him the guitar. Of course, we had to put the Swedish flag on the fingerboard and head cap, things like that for him. And he looked at it, he sat there for a minute, and I was talking to his wife and just leaving him alone on the couch with his guitar. And he started playing it, and he stopped, and I looked over there, and he had tears coming out of his eyes. He said, "Got to forgive me." He said, I've never experienced anything like this. He said, "This is, for 8 months I've dreamt of this, and it is so much more than I ever dreamt of."
Wow.
The beauty, the feel, the sound, he said. So he sat there, we all left the room so he could, have a moment with his guitar.
Wow.
So those are things that they're special to us, because though we love what we do, it's fun to hear them love what we do. When the customer gets it, that they appreciate it so much that our passion is shared with them. So you're a very unique company.
Very unique, yeah. One of the few. Hey, do you want to move over to the Kevin Michaels?
Sure.
Let's do that.
Yep.
All right, guys, back with Larry with McPherson. He's got, how long have you guys been making the Kevin Michael carbon fiber guitars now?
We started prototypes 4 years ago, to be honest. We didn't, last year we introduced a travel size, which is the same 3/4 size guitar, but it has evolved off of our passion for excellence. Again, carbon was not our world 4 years ago, so we had to learn a lot about it. Now this model, this is brand new, first show it's been at. This is the Kevin Michael touring guitar. We switched the name because of the changes to the instrument, but also because Florida Georgia Line is actually playing this on stage. Luke Bryan has one, Craig Campbell's played it at the Opry. The feedback we're getting from these touring musicians, it's like, why didn't I have this before? The reason that they are choosing this is because carbon fiber, this is 100% bridge, fingerboard, every part of this outside of the colored binding, and obviously the tusk saddle, is carbon fiber. All the braces are carbon fiber. I can't say it's indestructible. You know, you can run it over with a semi, it's going to break, obviously.
But damn near.
It can take one heck of a beating. Don't have
Let's
to worry
try
about,
it. Okay.
Yeah, don't have to worry about the heat or humidity, rain. I had one person, Trace Bundy, I don't know if you know Trace, incredible musician, did his ice bucket challenge, and I gave him a prototype to get his feedback as a professional musician.
Huh.
So him, his wife, and kid poured this huge thing of water over the top, and while he was playing the guitar, well, water's inside. He pours the water out, keeps playing. He says, "Thanks, McPherson, for making an indestructible guitar." So it was fun to see things like that. Obviously, we know what it's capable of doing.
Sure.
And we don't recommend you throwing it in the lake. But you know, there's reasons where the McPherson guitar, you know, they're quite expensive, handmade wooden instruments.
Sure.
I get a lot of customers saying, "I love McPherson's quality. I love the offset sound hole, cantilevered neck technology, but I can't afford one." Well, I can't make a lesser priced McPherson wooden guitar.
Sure.
I can start with this and make a incredible guitar. Retails $2,400 for this touring size. Got red binding, white binding, blue binding. We film dip it in camouflage. You know, it opens up a totally new customer base for everybody. Lightweight. I have a music school in Atlanta, Georgia. I believe they have like 50 younger inner city children that are, you know, they can't afford a nice guitar. So some friends of mine volunteered to do a music school during the summer for them, half days. Of course, now they need money, need guitars. Well, again, I can't give 9-year-old children or 10, you know, a McPherson guitar. It's too big, too heavy, and
They wouldn't understand
they
what
wouldn't
they got.
understand
Yeah.
it. So I gave him all of our prototypes. And he said it's incredible because with 3.6 pounds, you know, the kids drop it or whatever, it's good to go. Stays in tune way more than a wooden guitar because the wood will swell and shrink and move. Carbon's not moving. So the only going out of tune is the stretching of the strings, basically.
Is this custom tusk nut for y'all?
That is a custom, patented, compensated nut.
That's so
that,
cool.
We have, yeah.
You have Dave build it for you?
Nope. That's,
You guys built it, huh?
Well, we designed it and went through a series of prototypes for it, yeah. But yeah, the finished product we were getting from him.
That's beautiful.
We have enclosed tuner keys, hip shots, stainless steel fret wire, Elixir nano web strings, fret markers,
Very nice.
LR bags, 9-volt element with volume and tone control similar
Yep.
to the McPherson, but it has been EQ'd specifically for this guitar.
Huh.
So with this guitar you get a hard shell case, kind of a full carbon look to it,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
but also we send along a custom gig bag. So whether you want to just throw it in the overhead of the plane with your gig bag, you're good. If you're not comfortable with that, you want to carry it with a hard shell case. Both of them are there with you. The saddle comes with a low action that has been intonated for this individual guitar, similar to McPherson. Serial number of the guitar is written on the bottom of the saddle. Maybe medium action's not what you want, so we also include a low action saddle inside the case. And if you want different actions, call me. I have the numbers down. We'll make it for you.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Are these plucked?
These are all plecked. Yep, absolutely.
Probably
There's,
the best bang for the buck, I'm saying right here.
Yeah, for this kind of money, we don't want to do something, again, just to get it out, just to make a customer base happy.
Yeah.
We are working on a full size, might be a couple years out, because it will not be released until we know exactly what we want. You know, again, as far as the charitable giving, we have a large supply of these prototypes that are very close, almost identical to this, just little tweaks.
Yeah.
And we have chosen to donate them to orphanages around the world.
That's so cool, buddy. I gotta say, it makes me feel good when I get a guitar that's broken and I can fix it. And we have a school in downtown Jacksonville, Florida, that they're severely disabled, and they barely know they're holding the guitar, but they do. They strum it, and it just tears my heart up.
Music is
I love
medicine.
it. I love it, man. I love it.
You don't have to be Phil Kagi to enjoy it.
No. Well,
Lord knows I'm not.
Larry, thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Thanks
so much.
stopping. Yep.